PJ trades here to break the block beast. Minting through the charts east to west feast. Fair value gaps, call it IFVG.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is your boy PJ Trades. Welcome back to another trade review. If you guys are just tuning in to the YouTube channel, my name is PJ. I am a 9-year professional day trader and I love giving out free content. So today we're going to go over the 119 point absolute banger long we took on today's live stream with my premium community. And as always, guys, all I ask is that you will like and subscribe to the channel so I can continue to give you guys free educational value. So let's get on into it here today. Today is Tuesday, 5/27/2025, and we're coming off Memorial Day, man. Monday was Memorial Day. I didn't really expect the market to be moving as good as it was today, but sometimes the markets will just surprise you. So coming into the session, I'm going to break this down on the 1 hour time frame, and then we can kind of fine tune what I saw and how we ended up playing this trade today. So as you guys can see here, the market comes down. Let me delete this 1 hour fair value gap here, and actually delete this as well. Okay, so the market comes down and we wick into this London low. Now, we were very interested in what price was going to do inside this London low. And let me just kind of bring it back even a little bit deeper here on why we're still looking long on this market. The market, until further notice, is bullish. We haven't really had much bearish order flow besides this candle here, which was that news about tariffs on Friday. But since then, we have just been trending higher since we dumped off last week. So we're still looking for higher prices. And what I'm noticing this market's doing very successfully, it's delivering from internal and external liquidity amazingly, right? We have this huge move up on Friday. Okay. We have this huge gap up here Sunday, right? And then the market pulls back in on Monday, which is very interesting that we got this much movement on Memorial Day. It was a half day for futures market, but then overnight we had a really nice volatile session. So the market pulls back into internal liquidity here and draws higher, creating a new higher high, which is very interesting to me. So this market comes up, makes a new higher high, breaks this prior swing high here, gets a nice candle closure above, and then we consolidate the overnight session. Now, as we get into New York AM and New York, pre-market action, this market really starts dipping low here. And the area of interest for me was going to be this first presented fair value gap on this leg up. As you guys can see here, this is the first presented fair value gap on this move higher. And these fair value gaps are super strong. If you guys can just look for internal to external moves off of the first presented fair value gap, that's a model by itself right there. So what we were doing here today is I want to see price come down to the London low, sweep into this first presented fair value gap, which is also a 1 hour BPR. Okay, we have a bearish sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, a bearish fair value gap, overlapping with a buy side inefficiency, sell side imbalance. This creates a BPR, which is a balanced price range. So think of a BPR as like a very strong support zone, right? It's balanced in that range, and the market loves to then reject out of those areas. So when we have price coming down to a major swing low, an overnight London low right here, and then bouncing out of a BPR, I'm getting very interested for a move from internal liquidity targeting up here, which is the London highs. Very simple stuff. Like we're going from London low to London high. Okay. So we sweep all this liquidity. Everything looks pretty good. Let's drop down to the 15-minute time frame now. Now, out of the 15-minute, we could see again, really nice clean sweep. We're filling an unmitigated fair value gap right here, a 15-minute gap. Let's drop down onto the 5-minute as well. On the 5-minute, we're doing the same thing. There's a 5-minute order block resting right in here. That price basically to the tick touches, okay, and then bounces out of there. So we're getting a really nice rejection. Now let's get even, let's drop it down onto the 1 minute time frame, which is where I look to execute trades. So all of this confluence in here now, right, guys? We have London low that just got swept, a 1 hour BPR, and a nice little 5 minute order block area for us to look for a reversal, right? So we get a nice V shape out of here. Now let me show you something that was somebody actually mentioned in the live stream that in real time I didn't even notice, but on the 30-second time frame, you guys can see that ES took this low here, and then that next candle closed above it, right? It didn't take the swing low, so it's a very small SMT. You could barely see it, right? Barely see it. If you zoom in enough, you'll be able to see it right here, okay? Now, if we zoom in on NQ, look at NQ did. NQ took the swing low. Very, very small hidden SMT. And you would only be looking for it at a major reversal point like this. So we have a SMT right here. As you can see, we put a low in, and then this takes, this little wick here takes that swing low. ES fails to take the swing low. So very hidden SMT. Okay. So we're starting to get some, signs that this market might be in for, some sort of reversal here. So hidden SMT, market moves higher. Okay. Now, wedged in this area is a 1 minute bearish FVG. Okay, here's a 1 minute bearish FVG. What we were looking for here was a long on a flip of this fair value gap, along with a 2 minute flip. Okay, there's a 1 minute gap here, and now there is a 2 minute gap right here. Okay, so we have a 2 minute gap here. This is a 2 minute inverse. And then we have a 1 minute gap right here. So once I start seeing these gaps get disrespected now on this V shape out of this area, I'm waiting for this 1 minute to flip. Once we get this 1 minute inverse here, chat, I am in longs here. Stops below that swing low. TP1 right here at this external high. Pretty standard, right? We put in an external high. I want to see the market draw to that quickly, and it does. And if we just bring back price here, I can just show you guys just in real time. So TP1 here at this external, and then full TP back up here. But don't forget what this was, chat. This is London high. So now we have a clear draw on liquidity to the upside at the London highs. So we're delivering from London low to London high. And we fine-tuned our entry. We have a 2 minute inverse, which we get right here, okay? And you can see how that displaces higher. And as we actually flip the 2 minute, we get a 1 minute inverse as well. Now, multiple confluences built in here. I'm getting a 2 minute inverse with a 1 minute inverse, delivering out of a 1 hour BPR, out of a 1 hour bullish fair value gap, and out of a 1 hour first presented fair value gap on that leg that I showed you guys earlier in the video. I'm getting a lot that I really, really like. So we enter into a long position here. And here's kind of how I was staggering TPs. TP1 was going to be here. Sorry, I said originally here, but no, TP1 was here, TP2, and TP3. And we end up slapping every single TP for a absolutely massive day. I did 2,500 times 10 accounts. And man, the inverted fair value gap model, guys, if you are a beginner, if you're intermediate, if you're advanced, this model right here could seriously change your life. You can make $100,000 a year trading this model. All you need to have is discipline and patience, and that's something that most traders do not have. So again, this trade ends up executing and delivering beautifully towards our external draw on liquidity, which is that final destination at the London highs. And this thing ends up delivering a nice, smooth 119 points to the upside. And we are done and dusted on a Tuesday. Now, with the rest of the week, really, my game plan is once we bag a big trade like that, we can be a little bit more conservative in our trade setups, right? And not give back everything that we made today. Like a misconception, really, guys, in this business is we got to trade every day. We got to trade every day. In reality, this trade right here could really set you up for the entire month. It could set you up for 2 weeks, a full week. You don't even need to have to look for more. You need to start looking for less. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's trade review on this beautiful inverted fair value gap. And I will see you guys in the next trade review. Have a great day.